Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to focus on adding mixed numbers with like denominators. 4 2/5 plus 3 1/5 is our model problem. I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So adding mixed numbers with like denominators is actually pretty straightforward. It gets a little more complicated when the denominators are different, but when the denominators and the fractions are the same, pretty straightforward. Step 1, you add the whole numbers. So step 1, I'm going to just add 4 plus 3. Four plus 3 equals 7. Step 2, I'm going to add the fractions. 2/5 plus 1/5. So adding fractions is just like adding whole numbers, except the denominator stays the same. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. Then the denominator, aka the bottom number, stays the same. So 2/5 plus 1/5 equals 3/5. 4 plus 3 equals 7. So our final answer is 7 3/5. 4 2/5 plus 1 3/5 equals 7. 4 plus 2/5 plus 3 1/5 equals 7 3/5. All right, next example. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm. So step 1, we add our whole numbers. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Step 2, we add our fractions. And again, when we add fractions with like denominators, we add our numerators, and our denominator stays the same. So 4 plus 3 equals 7. And then the denominator is 8. That's going to stay the same for both. And we have our final answer. 2 4/8 plus 1 3/8 equals 3 7/8. Now, the second example I sort of did in my head, but I always recommend showing your work. So for the next one, I'll show my work the way I did in the first example. All right, example number 3. 5 1/4 plus 4 2/4. Step 1, we add the whole numbers. I'll do that down here. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Step 2, we add the fractions. 1/4 plus 2/4 equals 3/4. Remember, adding fractions with like denominators is just like adding whole numbers. Only difference is the bottom number stays the same. So we have our final answer here. 5 1/4 plus 4 2/4 equals 9 3/4. All right, next example. Shout outs to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you. Please remember to hit that algorithm. Please remember to hit that like button. Remember to hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps the algorithm. All right, 7 1/3 plus 5 1/3. Step 1, we add our whole numbers. Seven plus 5 equals 12. Step 2, we add our fractions. And adding fractions is just like adding whole numbers, except the denominator, aka the bottom number in the fraction, stays the same. So 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. 7 plus 5 equals 12. So our answer is 12 2/3. Let me make my 12 a little bit neater. So 7 1/3 plus 5 1/3 equals 12 2/3. All right, next example. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you. $25 5/8 plus 23 1/8. So step 1, we add our whole numbers. 25 plus 23. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So 48 is our whole number. Step 2, we add our fractions. Five eighths plus 1/8 equals 6/8. So we have our final answer. $25 5/8 plus 23 1/8 equals 48 6/8. Now we are not going to worry about what 6/8 is in lowest terms. We're not going to worry about reducing the lowest terms. We're just going to leave that as is. All right, last example of the video. $31 1/4 plus 34 2/4. Step 1, we add our whole numbers. 31 plus 34. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 3 plus 3 equals 6. So 65 is our whole number. 1/4 plus 2/4. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Our denominator stays the same. So we have our final answer. 31 1/4 plus 34 2/4 equals 65 3/4. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and if there's an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments, and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri, signing off.